Welcome back. Today is day 19 of Vlogtober, and I'm going to tell you about how I opened my first art gallery. Now, I'm sure when you think of the word art gallery, you're probably thinking of something like, but that's not what I had at all. My first gallery was an upstairs office space. It was 110 square feet, and it was at the end of a stinky hallway. But it was awesome because I had a venue to show my artwork. I was my own boss. I didn't have to split my sales with anybody. So here's how it happened. I was living in San Luis Obispo, and my grandmother was nice enough to let me live in her guest house. So I had low rent, and sometimes she wouldn't accept rent money at all, which was a huge help. So I'm downtown, and I see a sign on a window, and it says, office space for rent. It was $310 month to month, and it was 110 square feet. I was sort of in between jobs, but I had a lot of money saved, so I figured if it's month to month, I can risk losing $310 just to try this out. So I called the property manager, I got the space, I spent the first month making artwork and painting the walls, and basically just prepared for my big opening. The whole month of October, I was just in there working. So on the first Friday of November, I did my big grand opening party, and I literally sold enough artwork that first night to cover the rent. So I thought, I'll do this again next month. So November came and went, and then in December, I got this awesome commission job, which paid well, so I didn't do a show in December. I basically just worked on this commission project. Then in January, I did a collaboration show with another artist, which was great. It went from January till mid-February. Then in March, I did another show. By the time my 1-year anniversary rolled around, I had done 5 different shows in that space, so I was being extremely productive. Anyway, it sounds scary to open a store or an art gallery or anything like that, but once you get into it, it's not as hard as it sounds. So that was my start with opening an art gallery, and I was just wondering if opportunities like that still exist, because that was 14 years ago, and I can only imagine rent prices have gone up since then. But check this out. I just went on Craigslist for San Luis Obispo, and I found an upstairs office space available for $450 month-to-month rent. I don't know if they would allow you to do an art gallery in there, but if they're desperate to rent, they might be. So basically, these opportunities are still out there, and it's pretty affordable. I mean, if you just got one friend involved, that's $225 each a month. Basically, you would only need to sell 9 pieces for $25 each to cover your rent. So if you're open 7 days a week, which is totally possible if you're sharing the space, because you work one week, your friend works the next week, you just alternate. You could easily be open 7 days a week. You'd only have to sell one $25 piece every 3 days. I think math and time is totally on your side, and if you can't pull that off, then you might just have to face the harsh truth that maybe the world's not ready for your work. Maybe you need to practice and dedicate more time and just get better at it. Anyway, when I started, it was sort of new and fresh, and the town I lived in was kind of known for more maybe boring art or landscapes, or I don't know, just not the kind of stuff that I was doing. So even though I was at the end of a smelly hallway, I was bringing something new to town, and I think it made some excitement, so it worked out for me. If you're an artist and you're in San Luis Obispo, go on Craigslist, find this listing, and give them a call. It's totally worth trying out. It's the same exact thing I did. I just figured it's worth losing the $310 rent money just to find out if people are willing to buy my work and support it. So what have you got to lose? I mean, seriously, I would much rather try something and have it not work than not try and always wonder, because regrets suck. Also, I think any town you live in, you can probably find these opportunities, either in your town or a surrounding town. It's totally worth checking into, and if you're scared or apprehensive, these month-to-month places are pretty low risk. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and do something. I don't mean you have to go and rent that space. I'm just saying there's opportunities out there, and it's your job to find them. And it may not be the ideal space, but it's something to get you started. I mean, Facebook was started in a dorm room, Apple Computers was started in a garage. The whole idea is to just get started and then let the business evolve and see where it takes you and look for more opportunities. But don't sit around, get out there and do something. Whether it's doing an art show in your apartment, whether it's renting an upstairs office space, or doing a pop-up shop in a retail space where they let you show your work for a weekend. There's a lot of things out there you can do, so good luck. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll try to help you out. So that's it for now. Hope you guys liked the video. See you tomorrow.